talk about, and we're going to talk about how to use the new year as an opportunity for yourself to shed old patterns and let go of old energies and patterns that are not serving you anymore, and also use it as an opportunity for you to embody a new energy, the new version of yourself that you have probably been working on last year already, but like using really the start of the new year as an opportunity for you to go even deeper into that magnetic, beautiful, radiant, abundant energy of love and self-love and healing that is going to create the most amazing year of your life so far. And I'm so excited about this video, but before I get started with today's topic, I want to reintroduce myself to you. My name is Julia. For those of you who have not been here before, welcome. To those of you who know me already, welcome back. I'm a manifestation coach, and on this YouTube channel, I'm talking about all things consciousness, inner healing, self-love, and of course, manifestation. If you are looking for one-on-one support, check out the links in the description box below. If you are looking for guided meditations, then they are all over my YouTube and also in my online shop. Those are the longer ones. And there are a few announcements that I still want to make. Very quickly. I have 8-hour affirmation tracks on my YouTube channel for free. Check them out. I have one about money mindset, one about magnetic self-love, and one is about general abundance. So definitely check them out. They can be helpful for you. And there is tons of free content on my Instagram account. So if you don't follow me there already, then check out my Instagram account, also linked in the description box below. Probably not right now because I'm live, but in a few minutes I'm gonna put it there after the live is over. And now let's talk about the beautiful magnetic energy that you are embodying for 2023. I personally, and I know many people say that, it's just a day, and it's true, it is just a day. But when we are crossing or when we are shifting into a new year, I always see it as a great opportunity to reflect and to readjust my attitude, my mindset, my energy. And I do feel like when I'm turning from one year into another, or when we are turning from one year into another, it has this symbolic value. And for me personally, it does intensify the way I'm reflecting and the way I'm looking at my life and where I am and what I want to change and what I want to maintain. So chances are that it's the same for you. So let's use this opportunity and really reevaluate where you're standing and what do you want to let go of and who you want to become in this new year 2023. So first of all, if there are things and patterns that you're still experiencing that are not favorable and that you don't like, I think it's super important to be very compassionate with yourself and to say, it's okay that this is still coming up for me, but at the same time to take an inner decision to say, I want to let go of this. Like, it's okay that these old patterns are still showing up. Like, for example, if you're sometimes feeling insecure or you're judgmental about yourself or towards others, or if you are experiencing any kind of pattern that you don't like maybe you're procrastinating a lot, like it's extremely important not to judge yourself for it. Like, I am a huge advocate for really allowing ourselves to love ourselves unconditionally and to not kind of repress patterns that are painful. Like, I think that's extremely important, and that's precisely why you want to be so compassionate when those patterns come up. But at the same time, I would love for you to take the decision that you are shifting into your new identity. It doesn't mean that you're never gonna have insecurities again, or that doesn't also mean that you should repress them when they come up. But what it really means is when your insecurities or doubts or fears are coming up, instead of identifying with them and thinking that they are real, I want you to relate to them. That means that you're not being your fear or insecurity over here, you're not identified with the lack, but instead you are compassionately looking at this pattern and you are helping yourself to dismantle it, to understand what's at the root of it, and that's how you're slowly letting it go. So we're not trying to push ourselves away in this process. We're trying to really understand what drives our fears and insecurities and how to best process them so we can be our most conscious and most radiant and most magnetic and happiest self. The happiest self is not necessarily the most positive self. We're not engaging in toxic positivity here. The most magnetic self is your most authentic self. And an authentic person is not a person who never experiences insecurities, but a person who can be honest with themselves about that, who can process it, and who's ultimately not identified with their insecurities. Does that make sense? Let me know in the comments below. And if it doesn't make sense, then let me know what doesn't make sense and what you would like to understand more deeply. So simply put your questions in the comments below if you have some at this point. Or put them in the live chat, because now I'm on and I can answer it directly for you. Questions are welcome. So this is how we're dealing with the lack part of our story, of our inner process. And for us to really be able to deal compassionately and to relate to our fears and doubts and insecurities in that conscious way, what is extremely important is that you are being present in your body. When I'm having my client sessions, I'm telling that to my clients over and over again, because we tend to forget this. We tend to just simply go back into our old stories and try and hustle and try and achieve and to try and manifest. And try and manifest in like something in the external reality. We're trying to manipulate the 3D, so to say. I just had dinner. And what we want to do instead is we want to embody the energy of calmness. We want to actually just simply start with being present in our bodies. And as you're being present in your body, you're going to see that it's going to be much more natural for you to actually have some distance between you and your thoughts, you and your feelings, and whatever is going on within your mind and also within your body. When you're being truly present, you're regulating your nervous system, and you're doing that by taking deep breaths. You're doing that by being in touch with your heart and by just being aware of whatever is going on within your body. I talk more about how to do that in my video, in my 2 videos about heart, like how to open your heart, and there are 2 heart meditations on my YouTube channel. I'm gonna link it up here or here. Like sometimes YouTube turns the video and I think it's gonna be linked here, but I'm not sure. And I suggest that you really start taking up a practice where you're learning how to really scan your body, how to be present in your body, and you're doing that really daily. You're opening your heart daily. You can really learn how to do that in a way that allows you to sustainably shift your energy from your head to your heart, and that is extremely helpful for you to be the most magnetic version of yourself and for you to heal and to regulate your nervous system. It's extremely important for your mental health, and your mental health should always be a priority. Now, how do you then embody, when you've done this or when you're doing this, how do you then embody a new energy? So while you're being present in your body, by the way, you're already embodying a new energy. And when you start relating in a new, more compassionate and more loving way to your old patterns and to your energy of lack, you're actually already embodying an energy of abundance. But like what you can do then when you're starting to feel more calm and more regulated and more peaceful within yourself, you can then start to claim a new version of yourself. And you can do that in so many different ways. I mean, you know, the normal manifestation techniques. You can do affirmations, you can do visualizations, you can do guided meditations, you can script. By the way, I have a scripting workshop linked below. You can use that if you don't know how to script. It's a very, very powerful and fun tool to use. Like, you can choose from so many different techniques basically what you're doing is you're telling a new story about yourself and who you are. And the more you're telling that story and activating that new state of consciousness, that new identity within yourself, the more you're going to see that reflected back to you in your life. And what better opportunity to do this than at the beginning of the year, where you're setting the tone for the next 12 months and the rest of your life. Like, I really think this is such an amazing opportunity. So really use this time now at the beginning of January to start calling in that new version of yourself. Like, start getting clear about what is that version of yourself that you want to be. Like, how successful are you? How driven are you? How creative are you? How attractive are you? How loving and loved are you? How radiant is your energy? How energetic are you every day because you're living the life of your dreams? How motivated are you? How confident are you? How much are you believing in your dreams? Like, you really want to connect to the version of yourself who's really passionate about your life and who feels certain that you can materialize your dreams, because that's how much you're believing in yourself. And you know what? It's so normal that you fall off track. Like, I've fallen off track literally thousands of times. Like, I'm sure I've fallen off track thousands of times, and at the very least hundreds of times. But like, it's so natural for us to fall off track and to go back to the old identity. It's so normal, but precisely because that is so normal, because it's a habit, you wanna be very graceful with yourself. Can I say that? Graceful, gracious with yourself. Be very generous with yourself and say, like, you know what, it's okay that you've fallen off track, but it doesn't mean I'm gonna leave you hanging. No, you're picking yourself back up. Give yourself a break if you need, but then keep on claiming that new energy. Keep on claiming that new version of yourself. And by the way, if you want to claim a new version of yourself, put it in the comments below. Like, tell me, like, put it in there. What are you claiming? Who are you claiming to be? I claim, and then put in there what you want to claim. Who do you want to claim to be? Do you want to change your reality in love, in your love relationships, or in your romantic relationships? Or do you want to change your identity in general in your life? Or do you want to focus on your money mindset, or on your career, or on both of that? Like, really set yourself some intentions. I don't want to say goals, but intentions, and then start claiming that new identity, that new energy every single day. Again, it's so normal to fall off track. Like, our minds are wired a certain way, and if you are wired to think a certain way and to be a certain version of yourself, and that feels natural to you, it's just very natural for your mind to want to go there again, because that's how your brain is currently wired. But the great news is that you can rewire your brain, but you just need to be consistent and to regenerate that new energy over and over again. And you can do that through courses, you can do that through meditations, through all the different techniques that I've listed before, or you can also just doing it by watching different YouTube videos. And I don't say that you should watch a bunch of YouTube videos, don't do anything else, but like, I can see for myself personally, when through the videos that I'm watching sometimes, like, it really helps me to get an understanding of the energy that I want to embody, and then I go and I implement it into my practice, and it can be very helpful. So whatever helps you, like, sometimes you can see characters in a movie that you really like, and you can understand the energy of that character, and you can start to embody that. For example, you can read books. Like, there are so many things that you can do. You can be really creative, but the main thing that you want to do is to really start to claim that new version of yourself every single day. And yeah, there are gonna be off days, there are gonna be days where you're not going to feel so amazing, but that's okay. It's okay. You're just gonna pick yourself back up and try again the next day, and soothe yourself through difficult times while you keep claiming that new version of yourself. And you're gonna see that throughout the weeks and months, and especially years, your life is going to transform so much. Like, you're gonna look back and you're gonna be so proud of yourself. So never give up on yourself, never give up on your dreams. I know you're not doing that anyway. And now, if there are any questions, I just saw somebody put in a comment, Neediness in relationship. I don't know what the question there is. Like maybe you wanna clarify that, but I'm just gonna talk a little bit about that topic. If you're needy in your relationships, what it simply means is that you are identified with a personality where you think that you need someone else to an extent that is maybe not healthy. I mean, having needs and having them met in relationships is very healthy and very normal, but the moment you start being codependent and you really start overly relying on others to meet your needs and you're not really connected with yourself anymore, that can start to be something that is not so healthy. And you can even attract in people that are, that you're creating toxic relationships with or trauma bonds. So it's really, really important to reflect on, what you think, or maybe not what you think a healthy relationship is, but like to align with a healthy way of relating. And you can easily find that sweet spot by understanding how stable am I within myself. Like you can ask yourself the question, how stable am I within myself when I'm not constantly receiving energy from other people? And when I'm building my friendships, my relationships, like what are my values and my needs that I want to have met by others, and what are things that I should be meeting within myself. And you gotta find a healthy balance there where you're meeting your own needs, and then when you're in a relationship with someone, like in your friendships, in your family relationships, or with your romantic partner, you want to find that balance where you're with someone who wants to meet your needs, but you're not, and this is the point, you don't want to be unstable when for some reason somebody doesn't meet your needs. Because what happens when you're unstable because somebody doesn't meet your needs, you are going to you might be developing a codependent relationship. So you gotta be careful there. I might cover this topic in future videos because I could say so much more about healthy relationships, and I think I could be taking more time to really define what a healthy relationship is. I was just answering that on the spot. But really, being stable within yourself no matter what happens outside, like it's normal to be influenced by that, but being stable within yourself no matter what's going on out there is very important. And I would focus on really building that inner stability while you are creating interdependent relationships, meaning you're stable no matter what goes on, but of course you're open to having your needs met by other people as well, and you meeting their needs. Because we shouldn't be trying to thrive for overly independent relationships. It is really healthy to have your needs met by others to a certain extent. All right. If you have more questions about this topic, again, put them in the comments below. I don't see any further questions for now. So thank you all for watching. Thank you for being here. Again, if you're looking for one-on-one support, don't put it in the comments, but like reach out to me via my online shop. You can find the links in the description box below. And if you want me to make a video about a certain topic, then you can put that in the comments below, and I'm gonna be probably making a video about that. My channel at the moment is still small enough for me to be able to consider most requests if they are in alignment with what I'm standing for. So yeah, put it in the comments below, as long as I can create that content that is tailored to you personally. And now I'm wishing you a beautiful rest of your day. Again, thanks for being here, and see you tomorrow in my next video. Bye bye.